Every banana tree is cut down after a single harvest. Millions of tons of plant matter written off as waste. At the same time, half the world relies on disposable hygiene products that never truly disappear. What happens when these two systems collide? This isn't a factory tour. It's an investigation into why sustainability, safety, and cost rarely agree, and who pays the difference. Bananas are among the most productive crops on Earth. A single acre can yield more than 20,000 pounds of fruit each year. But every banana plant bears fruit only once. After harvest, the entire stalk, often weighing over 80 pounds, is cut down and discarded across global plantations that adds up to hundreds of millions of tons of biomass annually. Most of it is never transported, never processed, never counted, not because it lacks potential, but because it lacks a buyer. In modern agriculture, value isn't defined by what exists. It's defined by what fits the market. Everything else is labeled waste and forgotten. For decades, banana stems were written off as unusable, up to 90% water by weight, bulky, perishable, and costly to transport. In major producing regions, moving low-value biomass even 30 miles could cost more than the crop itself. They didn't fail biologically, they failed economically. But another system was quietly reaching its limit. In the United States alone, billions of disposable sanitary products are used every year, most made with plastics that persist for centuries. If menstrual waste can't be reduced, only replaced, where should the material come from? At first glance, banana fiber seems like the perfect solution. It's natural, renewable, and biodegradable. So it should be safer, right? Not exactly. Hygiene products don't just need to work. They need to be predictable. Unlike clothing or packaging, sanitary pads sit against the body for hours at a time. Even small variations in moisture or cleanliness can create real health risks. That's why natural fibers can't stay natural for long. They have to be dried, purified, and tightly controlled. The irony is hard to miss. The more we want hygiene products to be natural, the more industrial they have to become, which raises a bigger question. Are we actually fixing the problem or just building a cleaner version of the same system? By the time a sanitary pad reaches a store shelf, it already carries a set of economic decisions. In the United States, the average person who menstruates uses more than 9,000 disposable pads or tampons in a lifetime. Most are made with plastics that can take hundreds of years to break down. Sustainable alternatives exist, but they usually cost more. Why? Smaller supply chains, stricter quality controls, and materials that haven't reached mass scale. So the responsibility shifts. Consumers are told to choose better, even when the better option isn't affordable. And here's the uncomfortable question. If sustainability is essential, why is it still treated as a personal upgrade instead of a shared system cost? Who saves money when nothing changes, and who keeps paying the price? In the end, this factory isn't really about banana stems or sanitary pads. It's about how modern systems decide what has value and what gets discarded. The plant didn't change. The body didn't change. Only the pressure did. Turning waste into products doesn't solve the problem. It reveals it. Because sustainability isn't a material choice, it's a system choice. And banana stems are just one case. The same question is already unfolding across food, energy, and agriculture. This story ends here. The larger one doesn't.
Juan's bananas face a 9,000-kilometer trek to Rotterdam, costing $0.1 to $0.2 per pound, a razor-thin margin where climate chaos looms large. As sunrise hits his fields, Juan senses the stakes. Abundance teeters against nature's wrath, binding his fate to a perilous journey. The work begins in the dirt. Juan's team plants seedlings, battling 2025's brutal foes, Tropical Race 4, TR4, a fungus thriving in hot, wet conditions, and Black Sigatoka, slashing global yields by up to 20%. Past losses haunt Juan. A failed season nearly broke his family. He clears diseased leaves through pounding rain, ensuring each bunch of 8 to 12 fruits gets light and air. Rover handing machines, new in 2025, boost efficiency, lifting Ecuador's quarterly output by 1.77%. Droughts hit hard once, Juan says. Now floods threaten, but every leaf I save is for my boy. As trucks haul 500 bunches daily, a faint leaf blemish sparks dread, a hint of trouble that follows the cargo to sea. A single jolt can bruise fruit, spiking losses to 3 to 5%, or double in storms. Juan's shipment braves the Atlantic, a 10 to 30-day gauntlet where 2025's climate-fueled tempests drive global shortages of 10 to 15%. A phone call halts everything. A Rotterdam inspector's voice cuts sharp. Random tests flag TR4, quarantining Juan's 500 crates. Clear it in 24 hours or we torch $50,000, 0 cents your whole season. The ultimatum stings. Juan falters, his son's future flashing before him. It all hung in the balance, he recalls, voice low with fear. Dockworker Maria in Rotterdam grimaces. TR4's nightmare quarantines can ruin farmers. With EU checks and tariffs tightening, the stakes soar. But Juan fights back. He taps IoT sensors in the containers, tracking 13 to 14 DGC and 90% humidity live. Data shows a 2% anomaly with no real threat. He triggers StarRipe TM, 2025's ripening tech, stabilizing the load remotely. IoT slashes losses by 30%, snatching victory from ruin. That grit fuels Rotterdam's factories, where triumph takes shape. In 10 minutes, 1102 pounds batches rinse clean, robot-guided scanners, culling 5% of 3,000 fruits hourly, cutting waste by 20%. Vacuum-sealed bunches of 4 to 6 preserve freshness. Others turn into chips, fried at 180 DGSC for 2 to 3 minutes, bagged at 150 grams. Banana fibers with 1,500 units per centimeter strength craft over 1 million sustainable goods yearly. Paper, bags, hope. StarRitem redefines our fight against waste, a technician says, eyes bright with purpose. Juan's harvest, now transformed, ignites a broader vision. In Berlin, shopper Anna bites into a banana. Choosing sustainably after learning of Juan's fight, his journey from Ecuador's fields to global tables ties us together. That scare forged my strength, Juan says, a smile cutting through exhaustion. In 2025, with shortages looming, new Cavendish strains point to renewal. Stand with farmers like Juan. Choose sustainable bananas. Their saga, born in soil and storm, shows that with innovation and heart, fragility turns to lasting light. Ultramarine, a radiant blue, begins its journey in Afghanistan's jagged peaks. Miners navigate treacherous paths to unearth lapis lazuli, a stone laced with rare lazurite. This scarcity, coupled with conflict-ridden extraction, makes ultramarine so expensive. A single tube of natural pigment costs $550, 20 times the $30 synthetic version. In workshops, artisans grind stones and refine them through a meticulous resin-based process, yielding mere ounces from pounds of rock. The labor is grueling and the stakes are high. In Afghanistan's Sari Sang mines, workers face daily dangers, with profits often fueling conflict. As miners lament, "We risk our lives, yet wealth funds war." This makes ultramarine so expensive, its brilliance reserved for masterpieces like Renaissance altarpieces, where its crystalline glow boosts painting values from $1,000 to $5,000. Producer Mohammed Iran explains, "Purity outshines synthetics, but the effort is immense. Ethical sourcing from Chile or advanced synthetics could lessen the burden." From ancient mines, we shift to Pantone, a modern empire standardizing colors with numerical precision. Its guides, assigning codes to 2,000 plus shades, ensure brands like Tiffany Blue or Target Red stay flawless globally. But proprietary licensing makes Pantone so expensive. A full set costs $9,000, 0 cents, with replacements every 18 months due to fading. Unlike CMYK's muddier hues, Pantone's clarity comes at a 25% premium. Small designers struggle with $15 0 cents / month Adobe fees, as Stuart Semple calls it, a costly necessity. Yet brands profit immensely, with logos driving billion-dollar value. Megan Myers, Treaty Group Creative Director, counters global uniformity justifies the price. Open source tools like Freetone, empowering over 1,000 designers with free color systems, challenge Pantone's monopoly. By reducing waste and costs, these solutions make precision more accessible, leveling the field for creators. The artistry continues with premium pastels and colored pencils crafted for unmatched vibrancy. In France, La Maison du Pastel hand-rolls 2,000 shades using 150-year-old tools, making each $3.00 stick so expensive. Germany's Faber-Castell produces 2.3 billion polychromos pencils annually. With a $350 0-cent set 14 times costlier than Crayola. These tools' high-grade pigments and cedar casings ensure durability and blending. Elevating artworks to $6,500 0-cents. As artist Bethany Veer shares, "They make my pieces pop, but the price stings." Isabel Ackroyd adds, "Our pastel's vibrancy is worth every hour. Sustainable pigment sourcing could maintain quality while easing costs." In Japan's Tokushima fields, natural indigo, fermented 120 days into tsukumo, carries cultural weight. At $54 0-cents/pound versus $3 0-cents synthetic, it's so expensive due to scarce farmland and lengthy processes. Farmer Kenta Watanabe explains, "Our tradition's precious, but land's limited. Water recycled methods offer greener paths." Oil paints, like those from Winsor & Newton, round out this palette. Using rare pigments costing $30,000 0-cents/kg, they're so expensive, yet durable, for centuries. Their brilliance transforms art, but resource-heavy production calls for eco-friendly synthetics to balance legacy and sustainability. From Afghan mines to Japanese fields, these colors exorbitant costs: $460 0-cents tubes, $9,000 0-cents guides. $23 0-cents sticks stem from rare resources, intense labor, and exclusive systems. They elevate paintings and brands, yet burden workers and environments. Erica Lancaster reflects, these hues are worth it, but sustainability's urgent. Farmers echo, we seek greener paths to preserve traditions. Innovations like Freetone and Canadian's microbial dyes cutting resource use by 80%. Promise a future where beauty doesn't cost the earth. By blending fair trade and biotech, these solutions ensure vibrant hues endure, accessible to all without sacrifice. Hello friends, in the vibrant realm of art and design, colors are more than hues. They're treasures forged from Earth's depths and human toil. But what makes certain shades so expensive, rivaling the cost of precious metals? Imagine a blue that once crowned sacred art, or a purple priced at $3,000, 0 cents per gram. Join us as we uncover why these colors are so expensive and who pays the hidden price. Hello friends, Ecuador's banana groves, sprawling under the Andes shadow, churn out 227 million boxes each 40 pounds in 2025's first 7 months, up 4.7% from last year. Here, Juan Ramirez, a farmer, stakes $5,000, 0 cents per hectare, not just on crops, but on his son's college dreams. This land is our lifeline, he says. Voice steady but weighted. Terrible misstep and we lose everything. Ecuador dominates the banana trade, shipping 199 million boxes in 2025's first half, 4% organic, feeding Europe's hunger. Europe's 2024 harvest of 677 tons falls short, pulling in 5.8 million tons of imports to keep markets stocked. Ultramarine, a radiant blue, begins its journey in Afghanistan's jagged peaks. Miners navigate treacherous paths to unearth lapis lazuli, a stone laced with rare lazurite. This scarcity, coupled with conflict-ridden extraction, makes ultramarines so expensive. A single tube of natural pigment costs $550, 20 times the $30 synthetic version. In workshops, artisans grind stones and refine them through a meticulous resin-based process, yielding mere ounces from pounds of rock.